your one and your only Lady of Crochet, Lady Simone, and we have another video coming in at everything that I crocheted this week. I am super excited to share with you all the different things that I crochet. Now, let me put the disclaimer out there that everything that I said that I wanted to crochet this week, we switched plans this week. It kind of went all over the place, but I still have some great things and I'm proud of myself. First, let me give this shout out. My son had a birthday on Wednesday, so happy birthday to him. He is like a #1 supporter. My entire family is like my #1 supporters. If y'all see any crazy activity in my comments, it's them. Don't worry about it. It's them. So happy birthday to my oldest. He turned 15. Very amazing kid. So happy birthday to him. Now, when this video drops, which will be Friday, happy birthday to my mother. It's her birthday. So next week, I'm going to have an amazing video for you guys because I have some surprises in there to tell you about that's going to happen over the weekend. But anyways, let's get into all the things that I crochet. Now, I did a video on an unboxing for a crochet hook, and I did this right here, which is my Little Debbie Christmas cake. So this is a part of this week video, but you're going to see this as part of my decorations as well. So I showed these in a previous video of all like these different items. So this is a part of my Christmas decor, and I got I didn't change the light on the tree, but I was like, you know what? I think it's cool with the stars, so we're going to keep it, right? So let's get into it. Last video, I said that I wanted to make some ornaments for my mother. She asked me about the light bulbs and Christmas light bulbs, and I was going to string them for a tree, and each of my sisters got a color representing our family. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. Guys, listen out. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say that. Listen up. Y'all, I was working on the light bulbs, right? And I'm like, whew. This right here is taking a little bit too long. I wasn't really enjoying the process. I was like, I need something quick and easy. So we had a switcheroo. I did a change of plans. So the ornaments changed into stars. So we have star ornaments. I'm going to show you the stars that I did. So I have these stars here, which this one is kind of wonky because it has to kind of lay flat a little bit, but you can kind of see. And I'm going to post the pattern. I have it flipped the wrong way. I'm sorry. I'm going to post the pattern for this in the description because I found all of the patterns for this one. I found it on Pinterest. And what my idea was to still do the color like she wanted for each of us. And for the adults, I beaded. So I crocheted some beads on the ends for the adult stars. And each kid, I actually just made their star regular. So I still have to work on one more of a adult star for this set. But this is how they look just regular. And what I decided to do, I'm going to show you this because I have the red one here. So what I decided to do was string them as a garland. So it would hang on her tree. Don't just forgive the stars. You know how they like this. I'm going to act like the tree guys. So just imagine them hanging on the tree like this, a little beautiful tree. And we have the beautiful garlands. And we're like, yeah, Merry Christmas. So this is actually my sister's family. And you can see I have 2 of the ones with the beads here. And then we have 4 kids in the middle. So her color was red. So I was able to complete her set. And then all I did was I stringed just a regular piece of yarn through. And then I created like a loop here at the end so that it can hang on my mom's tree. So this is her set. And then I was able to complete my mom's set, because it was just 2 adult stars here. And when they're turned the right way on the tree, I'll make sure they're all situated right and turned the right way. So they'll hang like that. And again, I just did the little hoop here. So I have to finish one more for this set. And I have to do my family set, which will be in yellow. Now, the pattern is super quick, super easy. When I say I can sit down and have this finished in like, I can have a set done in an hour. The setup. Well, honestly, if I'm continuing like crocheting, I could probably do 2 sets in like an hour. It's really, really quick. So, and then it was so quick that I remembered the pattern like in my head. And for me to do that, like, I was just like, oh, look at me. I was proud of myself. But it's a very easy pattern, a beautiful pattern. And I think my mom, I know she's going to love it. And those, like, the idea to me was just like, whew, amazing. So next year, I may work on doing the light bulbs for her. But this year, whew, I'm all over the place, y'all. I don't think I can commit to the light bulbs this year. So next year, I have to work on them early to get them done for her. So in the midst of doing that, I also this was one star that I found also on Pinterest. And when I did this one, right, as you can see, it has like the curve around the tips of it. I'm supposed to use some kind of stiffen agent, and then I'm supposed to block it. I don't have a stiffen agent. And I am not really good at blocking because I have not really did it. So I was just like, you know what? Change your plan, switcheroo. Let's find another pattern that we can just get that pointed star just out the bat. And that's when I found the other pattern. But I still wanted to show this because if you're looking to, it looks more like a flower to me. But like I said, if you block it, it's going to turn into a star. So I can use this for something. It could be an applique for something, or I could just, I don't know, I'll find a use for it. But I still thought that this was cute. Even though it looks a little more like a flower in this state, when you block it, it probably look, you know, like the star. But anyways, I'm going to tell you, I found this pattern. I saw a video and I became obsessed, guys, with this ruffled bucket hat. I saw like a picture of it and I was just like, you know what? That is giving me like First Lady vibes, like church, and I'm going to say that because, no, not offensive at all. I grew up in church. My father was a pastor, so I grew up in a time in church when we wore the big hats. My mom was the first lady, so every holiday, every birthday, we were buying suits and hats. That was the thing. And she was into the big hats and all of that. And then my sister had a bridal shower. She recently got married a couple of months back. And she wore like a big white hat for her bridal shower. It was beautiful. And I'm going to try to put the picture somewhere. I'll try to put it in the video. And this hat reminds me of those type of hats. So I had to make the ruffled bucket hat. Guys, look at that. And I am aware that it is for a selective few. Because a lot of people will see this and say, you know what, I can't rock that. But there's going to be some people that say, listen, I love that hat. And I'm one of those people. And it could be just because I'm one of those adventurous, like fun. Ruffles is so fun to me. I'm one of those people that like, listen, I'm going to wear it if I like it. That's me. So if you're one of those people, you may love the ruffle hat. So now I have a little piece of yarn on it. So this is a black one that I did. And I did a red one because what happened was the first one that I did, I took a picture. I'm going to show you the first one in a minute. I took a picture and I showed my mom. And well, it's my mom and my sisters because we have like a text group that we talk every day in. And I showed them and I was like, y'all, look at this. At first I was like, do y'all like it? I sent them a picture and they were like, yeah. And my mom was like, I want you to make me one for my Christmas party, but I want it in red. So I'm like, okay, don't tell me 2 times. Here we go. So I made this one first for my mom. Then my sister's like, oh, I want one. Then my other sister's like, I want one. So I'm like, ooh, y'all gonna have me working this week. So I made this one for my mom for her Christmas party. I know it's gonna look cute on her. I made this one, like I showed you the black one. It's for my sister. She was like, I want it in black because I know I'm going to wear it all the time. And she really is. So my other sister, I wish I got the yarn. It's like that golden brown like type yarn. It is beautiful. And I picked that color for her. So I still have to do that hat. I haven't started. I may start on it later on tonight. I didn't have it finished for my next week video. But anyways, I have it in black for my sister, the red for my mom, and this was the original one I made. So this is the original one, and this is the one that I'm going to keep for myself. So I would say if you look at the ruffles are a little different. That red is like very pronounced to me with the ruffling. But these were made out of, the red one is Big Twist. The black one is Premier. The black one is actually Premier yarn. Look at that, from the Dollar Tree. So, and both of them came out beautiful. I used, yeah, and then for this one, I used the Hobby Lobby yarn that I got out my stash, and it was like a Hobby Lobby cake. I'm gonna put this on while I tell you about this cake. It was a Hobby Lobby cake, so y'all can see it on. So it was a Hobby Lobby cake, and one thing that I like about the cake was that it the colors, but I would say the yarn was so soft, but it still wasn't, you know, too bad to work with. But I would prefer a little stiffer yarn just because I feel like I crochet a little quicker with the stiffer yarn. So I'm gonna show y'all. Look at this. One thing I like about this is look at the colors. So if I really want to be a little more on that blue side, and one thing with these hats that I realized, you can do it like this, give it that little, I don't know, that little look like that. I think it's so cute. Now, like I say, it's not for everybody, and I said that because I sent it to a friend girl of mine, and I'm like, hey, do you like this hat? Because I really think that she's a beautiful person. I really feel like she can rock the hat. She's like, listen, I can wear some things, but I don't think I can wear that hat. But like I said, it's giving me like that first lady, like it's cold outside. We about to just go, you know, dress up, have a nice little night out, and just like, look at that hat. It's just so cute to me. But I really love it. So, and I will put in the description, because I found the pattern for this hat on YouTube. Now, I rarely follow a YouTube pattern only because to sit there, have to pause and have to crochet along and do this. But when I found this pattern, which I went through like 2 or 3 of them before I found this pattern, I fell in love with this pattern. And I will put the pattern designer down below, and I'll try to tag the video as well, because if you want to make one, I would highly suggest you follow her pattern because it's so easy. It's like so quick, and I do these in like a day. On top of everything that I got going on throughout the day, I can still get one done. The most time consuming things are the ruffles, but I do 3 rows of double crochet in each stitch around for the ruffles. So it is a little more, you know, ruffly, and you don't even have to have them like this. You can kind of do like 1 row and then just don't repeat it like that, so it don't be as ruffly. But I love all the ruffles. So these are the things that I crocheted this week. I did not get a chance to work on my granny square blanket. Like I said, I have a surprise next week of some things that I'm going to do over the weekend that is exciting to me, and I can't wait to share with you all about that time. But what I will do is work on that granny square blanket during that time. So I'm excited about that. I saw that Christian Crochets, she started her a granny square blanket. It turned into like this big, beautiful pillow. Guys, if you have to look at her channel and go check that out, because I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know what I would do if I had a granny square pillow that colorful, that beautiful on my bed every day. I think I'll probably like have to put it on the couch, because I gotta walk around, look at it every day. I gotta put it, you know, y'all may see the pillow sitting on the wall. But anyways, she has such a beautiful granny square pillow that she is working on. And, you know, one thing that, and I'm going to say this, I don't want to, you know, take up too much of your time, but one thing that I decided to do with my granny square scrap blanket is to create multiple granny square scrap blankets and gift them to my family. and I want them to stay within our family for many, many years, because it reminds me a little bit of growing up. My mom used to have a blanket, but it was like what my grandmother sewed together. And she, like, because my family, they used to do a lot of sewing. I did not get that gift of sewing. I tried it, but I mean, the crochet hook just took me over. But they did a lot of quilts, and it was the block, you know, the cut the fabric in the squares and the blocks and stuff. And that's when they would even tie the yarn in between. Beautiful, beautiful blankets. And my mom had so much of those. And I remember that being in our family, but we had a house fire so many years back, and all of that got destroyed. But the thing is, I remember that blanket. So I was like, I think it'll be a great idea to just work on scrap granny square blankets throughout whenever. I'm not knowing where I'm getting finished. Look at me getting tongue tied, because I don't want to sit here and tell no one truth. I will work on them when I work on them, but I can see myself gifting them to family, because each one will have a story to tell. So next week, you will see my granny square scrap blanket come back, because it has a story to tell that I'm going to actually be able to tell you guys next week. But with all that being said, thank you so much for staying with me. Thank you so much for watching my videos to the end. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing, awesome crochet family. And I want to know, what did you guys work on this week? What is the pattern, just like for me this week, if you do it like this, that you was a little obsessed with, and you were like, you know what, I got to make multiples of this. This hat was it for me this week. This was it. I think after I finish this one more, I'm just gonna be done with the pattern for a little bit. But I got a thought that a lot of people may ask me to make them one, but I don't know, because I still got a lot of stuff I have to work through come leading up to the holiday seasons. But let me know if there's a pattern that you all just cannot get enough of, that you had to make multiples of, and let me know what you're working on. Thank you so much for, again, being a part of my crochet family. Until next time, I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, Lady Simone.